I'm the best CEO. Everyone knows this. Everyone agrees it. I couldn't be better. I came up with the Boatum Company car scheme. That was a huge success. I got the Boatum private jet. Enormous success. It may have killed Grian, but I still think it was a success. Cheap slate. The Volcarbo, my hourglass being filled with things that aren't diamonds to make it look like I'm more wealthy than I am. I set up the first Boatum sponsorship deal with a competing business, which was a success. I mean, I got a bunch of iron. How could that not be considered successful? I've done nothing but good things for Boatum, and herein lies my problem, okay? We've got a meeting coming up, and I'm not able to attend. I have other arrangements. And let's face the facts here, I do have a bit of a reputation for not attending meetings, so I thought now would be a good time to build up some form of redstone contraption that seamlessly replaces me. No one will know. They're gonna know. How would they know? Let's get straight to business. First things first, the meeting room itself. Now, Grian started work on building up a meeting room, and it looks like he did some redstone. I'm curious to try this out. Right, let's see what happens here then. So we go up. That is... That's not bad, actually. That was quite fun. Alright, I definitely feel like we need to keep the essence of these slime block launchers in the meeting room, so that's something I'm going to factor into this design. And then our CEO, our potato replacement, is going to be going somewhere in this area here. And it's going to use a lot of redstone, so that's going to all fill up the space above Impulse's slime farm. Do you reckon it would be really stupid to have our slime block launchers launching our players above the Boatum hole throughout meetings? I mean, I'll be honest, I think that would be hilarious. Just every couple of seconds you stood there and then you get flung through the air over to the other side and you're kind of switching places with other members in the meeting. That would be fantastic. Or potentially lethal and horrible. We'll have to wait and see.
I have an abundance of redstone for you. Feel free to come this way, Potato Man.
This is incredibly exciting. I have been like, I've been scraping by on like one stack of redstone for so long.
Oh, really? That's not very good. Well, you might be pleased to be informed that I have almost a double chest of redstone ore.
What?
For your convenience.
Why do you have this much? What? This is...
Because I mine a lot.
This is ridiculous, Pearl. Right, I mean, that is... I've never seen so much redstone. I'm going to take an extra stack. Look.
Oh my gosh, okay. That's clearing me out of redstone. All
No,
right.
I haven't cleared... I've barely made a dent on your redstone
Look, no,
supply, pal.
you've absolutely cleared me out, Mumbo. Like, look at this.
What are you
There's a big
using
hole
it
there
for?
now. Absolutely nothing.
I'm checking it.
Did you check my diamond box?
Look, I'm checking everything else. What you have... Why do you need that much iron ore? Why are you mining so much?
Well, now I got heaps of diamonds. I have, pretty much a lot of the diamonds in my hourglass. They're all just me mining.
Just manual mining. Okay, fair enough. Yeah, that actually seems
I'm my own
quite
shop at this point.
Yeah, this seems quite smart. Wow. This completely has blown my mind. Well, thank you, pal. I didn't actually know about this place. Otherwise, it would have been looted previously.
Oh, so you're saying I should move it now at this point, right?
I mean, look, now that I know that this is here, all I'm saying is you might want to put a lock on that chest of some sort.
Might be a little bit of extra lag in Boatum, right?
Yeah, a tiny bit of extra lag in
saying.
Boatum. It might be, but this should do me for at least 3 days. So now we actually have redstone. I would say more redstone than I've ever had ever. This is completely ridiculous. It's way more than I need. I got carried away when I saw that chest filled with the redstone ore. This is ridiculous. I always expect these resource blocks to be way bigger than they actually end up being. This is always incredibly satisfying, and this is also incredibly satisfying. What could not be so satisfying is if I launch myself into the Boatum hole. That would probably ruin my day a little bit. I've built up this slime block launcher, and now that I'm looking, this looks like a very long way for a slime block launcher to launch somebody, but let's see how it goes. Well, that's not the finest of starts. Also not the finest of starts. Okay, I've knocked that repeater down to 2 ticks. Okay, not good. 3 ticks. Well, there's no other ticks. Well, now I'm just confused. If there's one thing that I remember about slime block player launchers is that they're pretty unreliable on servers unless you make use of a minecart, because minecart positions are calculated more accurately than player positions on servers. My potato brain is firing on all cylinders. Here goes. For some reason, this feels a lot more dangerous than it did without the minecart. That is perfection! That is perfection! I was not expecting it to go that well. We landed perfectly on the block. Now I've hooked up all 4 of these things to a redstone clock, and I'm very curious to see if these minecarts collide and fall just straight into the hole. Well, that's... yeah, that was suboptimal. That has not gone well in the slightest. Woo! That was... God, that's a smart creeper as well. Oh, no. Leave. Leave! Still peace, love and planting. I think the issue is that the minecart almost makes it over to the next slime block launcher, but it doesn't quite make it to the next slime block launcher, which means that it gets stuck here, which is a bit of a frustrating problem. And I've just tried increasing the height of the slime block launcher, and unfortunately that doesn't work either. We're in a little bit of a pickle already, but I've made some adjustments, and I would actually say this looks better. It looks better proportioned. Now let's just really hope that it works, because if it doesn't, I'm going to cry myself to sleep tonight. Well, that was epic. Yeah. Yes. Alright. This looks so cool. So if there's someone in here, is that going to cause issues? Of course it's going to cause issues. Great. Just brill. Just absolutely brill. Why do I construct these silly things? After many more headaches, I've finally got this thing to work without having issues with colliding minecarts. The only issue is, I don't know if it works with 2 people. So I guess we need to find another person. And Pearl, the redstone god, is currently online, so maybe we might be able to call her over. Yeah.
Oh dear, you're asking me to test some minecarts over the whole of Bodom.
Yeah, that is the plan. Yeah, that is exactly the plan.
That is the plan.
You've nailed it. But,
should I be taking up all my items then at this point?
No. I genuinely have pretty high hopes that this is consistent and should work. Pretty high hopes.
But if it doesn't, this is going to be my death.
Well, no, because how fast are you at right-clicking and jumping out of a minecart?
Pretty slow.
Right.
Sometimes I panic, and then sometimes it ends up with me dying because I'm a nugget. It's what happens.
Yeah. Okay. Maybe take off.
Maybe take off my stuff.
Yeah. Maybe. Look, I have high hopes. I have high hopes. I have a lot of faith in this system here. So I'm gonna keep all my stuff on me, and hopefully I don't just plunge into the void.
I'm gonna laugh if you die.
That would be painful. Yeah. Right. Okay. If you hop into the minecart, then we'll kick this thing going. Okay. I just want to make sure that the minecarts don't like collide in a weird way, because if they do, then yeah, we both fall into the hole.
I mean, we do have different hitboxes. Oh.
Nice. No, it seems like. Wait.
Nice. Oh.
It's definitely...
Oh, you took some damage there.
Oh.
Okay.
Oh no!
Uh-oh. It's broken. I'm gonna hop out.
Oh. Why is this? This is causing me so many headaches. You have no idea, but it seems to have sorted itself out.
It's reset itself again.
Well, I guess that's not a problem. Let's hop back in again.
Oh, okay. Let me hop in. Here we go. I think our hitboxes could potentially be colliding. Oh, I took damage.
Okay. I think if you take... Yeah, if you take...
Oh, yeah, there we go.
Right, let's see if this now fixes itself. Oh, okay. It doesn't fix itself. It doesn't fix itself in that situation. I don't even know what to do. This is such a mess. All right, okay. Well, I'm gonna have to go back to the drawing board. Expect me to ask you to test this thing again in the near future and potentially die. Just make sure you don't stand on the other launcher.
Hold on.
I don't believe that. I can't believe
that was worth it.
I can't believe that just happened. You just literally like zipped across and then just disappeared.
I was just gone. That was worth it. I'm fine with that.
Did you have any stuff on you? You got to be careful up there as well.
No, it's okay.
Oh my goodness.
There's a skeleton that's trying to murder me right now.
I can't kill the skeleton either. Sorry, pal.
Oh
I'm
no,
just gonna have to leave you to die.
I'm 1 arrow off death right now.
Wait.
Okay. Oh, skeleton!
Yes! My machine! What a successful
A
machine!
death machine. That's what
It's
you've
the
made.
Peace, Love and Plants killing machine. This is amazing.
It's your new death machine. Oh my gosh.
Well, this is...
Well.
I don't know. This has been successful and unsuccessful at the same time, I would say.
I think it worked out in its own way. It's fine.
Yeah, it's been unsuccessful at everything that I needed it to do, but been very successful at all the things that I didn't want it to do, which is kill things. Right, well, that sort of worked and sort of didn't, but after a lot more headaches, like all the headaches, my poor little potato brain is just working at overdrive right now. I have come up with a system that I think is considerably cooler than the original. This thing, I honestly, I could watch this thing all day. It's one of those weirdly satisfying redstone contraptions. So instead of the original 4 slime block launchers, I now have 8 slime block launchers. So each one of the minecarts has got its own independent back and forth that it can do. And they are going back and forth in this sort of cyclic fashion, which is going to lead to a very, very interesting meeting indeed. I'm kind of upset that I'm building this hilarious contraption that is going to lead to a really interesting meeting when I can't actually attend the meeting myself. I want to be there. I want to be there, and I want to be able to hear what the conversation is like when you're just flying past one another. I wonder how that will affect things. Anyway, we still don't know if it works just yet, so once again, I think it's time for me to call someone over and potentially drop them to their death. I have chosen my potential victim.
Hello?
Hi, Boat.
Oh, jeez.
Hey, Impulse, how's it going? I almost called you Boatum then. That was strange.
That would be a weird name.
Right.
I think you've been in the hole too long. You just got Bodum on the brain.
Yeah, I'm interested to see how you actually managed this. That is good. You have not knocked any minecarts. You're all good. All right, okay.
Oh, I could have ruined your whole thing. Whoops.
No, you're all good. This thing shouldn't be too sensitive. If it is sensitive,
oh, no.
then we both die. So that's good. I mean, so this is the system. This is going to be our new meeting room, which is going to be interesting.
It's juggling.
Yep, and we just need to test out. We basically need to sit in some of these minecarts and just see if being in them affects their ability to do what they're doing.
Okay.
Does that sound safe to you?
Trajectory. Here's the thing. I don't mind getting in and testing it, but I would like a little bit of assurance that I'm not going to die because I have 644 levels on me.
Why do you always do this, Impulse?
I don't know. And the Bodum hole has taken probably at least a couple thousand of my levels this season alone.
Right, okay. Well, look, I have no assurance that you won't die. In fact, I'm falling into holes already. This is not a good start. Okay, so I can't assure anything, but I do think it will be fun. And I think
it's worth it.
Yeah, I think you have skills, so I like to think that you would survive even if it does drop us to our deaths. I think I'm gonna take this minecart here. I think there's
just pick a minecart.
Yeah, there's like one exchange that I think is slightly close, so I think I'm gonna go for this one because this seems like the dangerous one.
Okay. I'm getting in one. I'm in it.
All right, yeah, we're both in the dangerous ones. These are the ones that I think could cause an issue, and you know what? I actually think this is. I think this is working. We almost touched then.
Oh, okay. It's fine. Yeah.
Okay.
Whoa!
It was really so close on that one.
It's working though.
Well, this is good. This is good. Right, I'm gonna try a different one. I don't know if that breaks things. Okay, this is quite a robust system that I've managed to create here.
Okay, so these are just going back and forth. Okay, I'm gonna get in air. Grabbed it. All
right, I'm gonna get in this one.
Oh gosh.
The close flybys are so cool. All right, I think this might work. I'm fairly certain this might actually work. Okay, cool.
Yeah.
Well, you're doing better than Pearl. Pearl dropped through into the void. She completely died.
No.
Yeah. She
really.
Yep. She dropped straight through into the void. Thankfully, she was smart and she actually put her stuff in the chest beforehand. But she was like, she hopped out the minecart and she was like, I wonder what happens if I do it without the minecart, and then just got immediately shot straight into the void. So this is mission success. All right.
Okay. I was having so much fun. I didn't want to get out of the cart. I was just gonna keep that was gonna be the rest of my day, and I was okay with that.
Well, this is gonna be your next meeting, I think. This is
okay.
Yeah, I'm gonna add some bits to it, and this is gonna be the best meeting room yet, which they're quite difficult to top because we've had llamas in the void, and we've had end crystal meetings. and everything else, but I'm trying
to fly to the top of the world. And
oh yeah, that one as well.
Yeah, we had that one.
So we've had a lot. So it's a difficult task that I've been given here, but I'm trying my best. So I think we finally did it, and not only did we finally do it, but this is considerably cooler than anything that I had originally planned for the actual meeting room itself. I was focusing all of my brain's energy on my potato-y replacement, but this is wicked. Like, I hadn't actually thought of the meeting room itself. This is epic. But one thing that isn't so epic at this point in time is the room itself. I mean, don't get me wrong, you know, this line of tuff is nice. I like it, and I like the fact that we've got smooth stone pretty much all the way around, apart from, you know, that little dot of andesite. Look, I'm not saying that I could do better, alright, but I do feel like I might be able to do it a little bit better. So let's really jazz this place up. And I mean really jazz this place up. 20 minutes later, I'm going to be honest, when I said I was really going to jazz the place up, I've set the expectations really high now. I do really want to jazz the place up, but now I'm scared to get started in case it's not certified jazz. What if I build this whole thing and everyone goes, that's not jazzy. You haven't jazzed that up at all. There's no jazz here. What does it even mean to jazz a place up? I'm not even sure I like jazz. If I jazz a place up and I don't like jazz, does that mean I make it worse? Yeah, I feel like that makes it worse. If someone jazzed up my Spotify playlist, I'd be mad. I'd be really mad. I'm procrastinating, aren't I? Or you could say I'm projastinating. This whole segment's been a cold train wreck. 1 hour later, I finally plucked up the courage to actually start placing in some blocks, and this is the idea that I've come up with. So we're going to have these modules right here, or like segments of the build, I guess. And then in these corners, I think I'm actually going to try my best to use clay. I mean, it's been a little while since I've used clay in a build, but I always like the way that it looks, so I'm going to give it a go. Alright, I'll be honest, I'm a little bit upset that I chose to build this thing out of clay. This stuff is a nightmare to get. But after a painful resource gathering session, I have managed to get myself, hopefully, enough to do the entire room. If it's not, I don't even know what I'm going to do. I'm just going to leave that room unfinished until Minecraft 1.19, the wild update, comes around, and then when we get the renewable clay, that's when I'll finish it off. Only then. Thankfully, that doesn't have to be the case because I have filled in all of the clay and I like the way that it looks. And I still have a bunch of clay left over for future projects. So that means that you shouldn't have to go through me moaning once again. It's getting really late at night, you know? This is when my bad mood starts coming out. So next up on the agenda is to work out what on earth I'm going to do with the ceiling of this thing. Obviously incorporating the bottom hole itself into this situation. And honestly, I'm not entirely sure. I guess, to be honest with you, we could probably mimic what we have going on with the floor. Now, we don't have to do anything particularly fancy on the roof here. Yeah, I think that sounds like a good plan. So I'm going to grab myself some sea lanterns. That will be our lighting. And I think we're set. I absolutely love the way this store looks. By the way, these floors with the tinted glass, that is fantastic. Okay, I am around about halfway done on doing all of the ceilings here. I've had to extend out our clay a little bit, so the room's getting taller. But I gotta say, this is looking incredibly fancy for a meeting room. This is really, really fancy. Yeah, it totally looks like we've blown the entirety of the bottom budget on this thing, and I'm quite happy for that. I mean, imagine you work at a company, right, and you go into the meeting room and it looks like this. There's literal quartz on the walls. Quartz going all the way up the walls. Chiseled quartz with perfectly straight edges. I mean, can you imagine how much a 1 meter block of quartz would cost? I'll be honest, if I walked into this meeting room, I'd be asking for a raise. Because clearly they have enough money lying around to build ridiculous meeting rooms. They should be able to pay me a little bit more. I've now got myself irate about a job that I don't even have in an imaginary universe based on a meeting room that I've built in Minecraft. Goodness gracious me, it must be getting late. Regardless, this place is looking increasingly cool. This is looking really, really good. I'm a big fan of this. I haven't built in this style in quite some time, and it does feel good to be building in this way. Something about the way that white concrete just matches up with so many other blocks. It's just, I'll be the first to admit, that was a strange noise. The final blocks have gone into the ceiling, and now this meeting room is all done and dusted. All of the blocks are in place, and it is looking absolutely fantastic. I'm so pleased. What is this gigantic wall of gravel doing? Well, this is actually hooked up to a redstone contraption that Grian has built. So I'm going to keep it, but I think I'm going to switch out the gravel for something that fits the room just a tiny bit better. That looks considerably better. I'm very, very happy with that. So with this ridiculous redstone contraption installed and all of this beautiful decoration, it is now time to actually add in my replacement. And that replacement is currently going to be this purple sign with that text on it. It's not very legible. Let me get myself some white dye. This stupid purple wood was the only wood that I had, and I was too lazy to get myself some more wood, so this is what I've ended up with. I don't even have any white dye. Made an absolute fool of myself. I will be building up my highly intelligent and seamless replacement in the next Hermitcraft episode. I really want to absolutely nail this thing and make it fantastic, because let's face it, I've been an excellent CEO of Botum so far, so if I don't do a really good job of this, then I might be seen as a bad CEO, and that would be terrible. Can you imagine if the other members of Botum thought I was a bad CEO? That would be a horrible, horrible situation. We couldn't possibly have that. So I absolutely need to nail this thing. In the meantime, though, I'm absolutely chuffed to bits with the room that we've created here. I'm so happy. I look forward to future Botum meetings that we can spend in this place, because it is pretty ridiculous. As far as meeting rooms go, this is a good one. But most importantly, I really do hope that you enjoyed this Hermitcraft episode. It's been a ton of fun to make. It's been a ton of fun to record. I tried to infuse some early Hermitcraft season vibes into this one, and I think it was successful. I hope. Let me know down in the comments, and I'll catch you in the next episode. Bye!